Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Skydustria, Episode 2. I've just sat through the night. I did take the liberty of making the hoe off camera while I was sitting in my, mud hut there, waiting for the sun to rise. Alright, and in the meanwhile, I'm actually going to go ahead and plant some more of these trees. I planted 2 near the end of last episode. I'm going to need more. So let me go ahead and plant more. Alright. Lost my dirt shovel. Or not dirt shovel, wood shovel. But that's fine. Time to get out the stone shovels. And to use these stone tools in earnest. Now, you recall I did run into a vein of copper last episode. I could mine that out with my stone pickaxe, but I'm not going to worry too much about it at the moment. Let's see here. Go ahead and grab a little bit of cactus here and there. I do need more wood. Might as... well, I wanted to cross... no, I wanted to cross the river to get to those trees, will I? Ooh, sheep. Now, no iron. Iron is not allowed in this stage. So, unfortunately, the only way I'm getting anything from these sheep is to kill them. And unfortunately, I foolishly forgot to bring a sword. Ah, well. Looks like the axe is at least somewhat effective against them. Yeah, I know, I probably shouldn't be killing all of these sheep here, but I have to have the bed to complete Stage 2. And until I do, I have no access to iron. Now, there are a total of, I want to say 5 buildings, but I'll have to double check that real quickly here. Give me a minute. Alright. Where am I at? How much wood did I get? 5. Alright. Let's see. Well. Oh, there's another sheep there. Alright. There we go. And while I'm here, I might as well start cutting down some of these trees. In case you're wondering, 6 wool is enough for me to make 2 beds. And now that I've got the rule book up, let's see. Primary residence, grade school, storehouse, workshop, lumber yard, monument, and a notice board. 7 structures. Yow. Alright, that means some decisions are going to have to be made about layout of this town. But that will come a bit later this episode. In the meantime, I'm actually on the verge of losing my axe, aren't I? Oh well. I have the materials for another back at my mud hut. Alright, let's see, will this run it out? Yes. Oh, well, I'll save that sheep for later. It's not too desperate at the moment. Alright. Don't mind me just... ooh, one of my pine trees grew over there. But yeah, I was just, bashing down some of the leaves in hopes of getting a bit more of a... ooh. Wow, I am really low on hunger. Well, what I could do, and this is a purely temporary solution, I'm going to go ahead and plant some wheat there. And then I'll be back to harvest it in a bit. Unfortunately, it's not going to get me past my hunger issues anytime soon. But it's a start at least. It would almost be easier if I had some red mushrooms. I have some brown mushrooms, so I could make some mushroom stews if I wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and take the last piece of charcoal I kept. I turned 2 into torches. I kept 1. And now I'm running it up in the furnace to craft 8 more charcoal. Now I'm going to go ahead, let's see, put all that stuff up. ahead and grab some wooden planks. Okay, I do have some logs left. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and get the dirt out of here. And while I'm at it, on the off chance that I have to do any sort of fighting, let me go ahead and, make a sword here. Also while I'm at it, and I did grab the dirt just so that I have a temporary scaffolding if I need it. Pretty sure I will. But at any rate, since I ran out of axe, I'm going to craft a new one. Alright. Et voila. Now I know I should probably use something other than pine wood, and actually, let's see here. I can at least line the bottom with pine wood. Alright. And then, let me think here. I know I put pine wood in that corner last episode. Part of me is thinking that might not have been the brightest of ideas. Oh well. I can replace it later, I'm sure. Okay, that was not what I wanted, so I'll go ahead and put the stone hoe out of the hotbar. And then just keep planting the wooden planks. I will leave one opening here. In fact, I should probably go ahead. I could, couldn't I? Did I do that already? No, I did not. But oh well. Alright. Now, augment that with 2 more of these. And that's going to give me 2 wooden doors. So let's go ahead and put, go ahead and put the wooden door here. Alright, the other one goes up for the moment because I don't have the place where it's going to go built just yet. Part of me is wondering if I shouldn't just go ahead and lay that out. In the meantime, go ahead and smelt more of my wood into charcoal. I could also use more torches. So let's go ahead and craft another 16 torches, put the last 2 cups in. I'll put my stone hoe up. I won't need it for some time. And I guess the other thing I'm wanting to do is, let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to have to go there and there. Alright, that's fine. It's just going to leave me a 1 wide alleyway between these 2 buildings. Unless, you know what? I'm changing my mind on this. I actually am wanting to do 3, 4, 5, 6 is here. Go ahead and dig that down 1 more. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down 1 more. And now find the intersection, which should be right here. And that's going to be, in case you're wondering, that building there is the lumberyard, and then attached to, but separate from the lumberyard, is going to be this workshop here. Now, the rules do allow me a workshop. It is a generic construction building. It is completely distinct from any factory. It is not bound by the rules that bind factories. It's intended for low-run operations and for the crafting of materials needed to build other factories, if that turns out to be necessary. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig this out here. Now, this workshop will be nice. It's a very simple structure, but at first, until I get the other structures I need for this stage finished, it's going to also double as my storehouse and as my primary residence. Alright? Now just go ahead and grab just half the wool right now. Alright? And voila, I have a bed. I'm going to put the sand up. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bed down in the corner here. Let's see, this is finished working. So I can go ahead and mine it out. I'm also going to go ahead and collect this workbench here. Alright. Let me think. Alright. Something has gone seriously wrong here. Alright, at any rate, let's go ahead and craft 2 chests now. Put the chest there and there. And then the furnace will go here. Go ahead and put this log in the corner. And actually it looks like 2 of my pine trees have now grown, which is not bad. I'll take it. I need the logs anyway. So let's go ahead and build up the corners. Okay, seriously, what's up with that lag? Alright, at any rate, let's build up the corners. Alright, now the inner walls, the walls facing the lumber mill, will be solid. My inclination, actually what I could do, it occurs to me that this might actually be a great idea. Grab the sand, and let's start smelting it into glass. What? Oh, you're kidding me. It's sundown already? Crap. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and put the roof on. I did not want to do that. Oh, I really didn't want to do that. Okay. Alright. Because if I can get this roofed, oh boy. I need to be conservative with the wood. Well, I at least managed to get my roof. Well, there we go. Alright. Now for the really bad news. Could be worse, though. And let's see how much of my sand has smelted. It's 8 at this point. That's good. I can at least build this window. In case you're wondering, that's Optifine that's connecting that glass together. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the charcoal and the sandstone. Set stuff up. Well, maybe not the wooden plank. Actually, I think I've got just enough to pull this off. Once I get, 2 more glass out of there. Hey, hey! And I now have a completely enclosed workshop. Which means I can now sleep safely through the night. And I have a save point in my capital. Yay! Alright. No sign of any mobs around here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and demolish this mud hut finally. Whoa! Oh. Hunger. And lag. In case you're wondering, I'm playing on easy, so the hunger is only going to take me down to 5 hearts. Yeah, I know. It definitely increases the urgency of finding stuff to eat. In fact, I would say that right now, my #1 priority must be food. And literally, to the exclusion of all else, I need food. Alright? As you can see, the hunger has stopped hurting me because I'm down to 5 hearts. Unfortunately, aren't really any plants that will give me great options for food. I'm going to have to go into meat, really. And animals don't much like to spawn in deserts. So, I'm going to try my luck in this forest here. Sheep. Actually, I think the same sheep I had pointed out earlier. Not going to kill it, no. I don't think that would be a good idea. Pigs! Now, with any luck, one of those pigs will drop a pork chop or 2. Hey, 1 pork chop. And that brings me up to 3. That takes me to 5. 6. Any more pigs around here? Well, a bit of lag. I wonder if that lag's not just a video transition. You see, I'm recording this in Fraps, and Fraps, at least last I checked, records videos in 4 GB chunks. Now, I'm recording this at my computer's default resolution of 1920 by 1200. No, I'm getting too much lag for that. I may want to consider taking a long, hard look into my lag issues. In the meantime, 6 pork chops. I'd like more. I'd like 8, honestly. I have charcoal back at base. I can use it to cook the pork chops. But 1 unit of coal or charcoal will cook up 8 pork chops. Indeed, 8 of anything in a regular furnace. There are furnaces that are more efficient. I'll get into those later on when I start using mods. Come here, piggy! Oh. Seriously? You're not going to give me a pork chop? Hey, at least that pig gave me a pork chop. Hey, 2 pork chops from that piggy. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Why did I try to sprint there? I'm completely out of food. I can't sprint. Ooh, a cow. Hey. Beef. Thanks for the beef. Hey, more cows up here. Alright. So let's just go ahead and collect what I can from the local fauna. Pretty sure fauna is the correct term for it. Yep, there we go. Wow. Hey. Well. I dare say it will be some time before I run out of food again. Hey. Brilliant. Now I just have to decide which I'm going to cook up first. The pork or the beef. In the meantime, I need to make my way back to base. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and grab some of the saplings that have fallen. I just now realized I have 25 of them. Now, which way was base? It was this way, I believe. Okay, and what is this? That's the sheep. And yeah, I need to figure this lag out. Is it a function of me being out of food? Is it a function of me just having too many background tasks going? Is it a function of the fact that I'm trying to record to the same hard drive from which I'm currently uploading episode 1 of Skydustria to YouTube? Yeah, it's probably the last of those 3. What time is it? It's about midday. Alright. So it's episode 2, day 2, about midday. Yep. And there is my workshop up there. And before you ask, yes, I am aware that the desert beehives there are in a line across that landmass. I'm inclined to call that a quirk in world generation. Some may consider it a bug in world generation. I'm going to be a bit more charitable to Sorsengir on that one. Especially since it's probably the interplay with the custom origin mod that's doing that. Alright, hi Matt, let me just go ahead and grab a... Oh, all my torches are in my hotbar already. Okay, never mind. Oh wow, still smelting. Hey, worst case scenario. Here's my new furnace, which I'll go ahead and put here. Alright, so go ahead and grab 2 charcoal. Just put 1 in there for now, and then put the pork chops in there. And then I'll put... Yeah. So including the leather up. Yeah. Let's see, 7 leather. I can make leather greaves with that, can't I? Yeah. But I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, I have not seen a single mob yet this series. Alright. So I'm going to have to say it. As far as requirements go for the stage, I have the workshop. So, more cutting of trees, I have to say. And I'm going to be going to the swamp over here, because I'm going to want to use not just pine wood, but also oak wood as well. How many times am I going to say I hate lag this episode? Well, remind me, I'll have to sort that out between episodes. Ooh, squids. Oh, come on, stop swimming away from me. Hey. Hey, I have ink sacs. Not a lot of ink sacs, but I have ink sacs. There we go. Alright. Now let me cut down this 3rd tree here. And then I'll see if I can't maybe get some saplings out of these trees. I'm hoping for at least 1. More would be nice, but if I can get a sapling, that's going to give me a lot of options, especially when it comes to aesthetics. I think I saw one. Yes, that's a sapling. And there's another that just fell. Let me grab it real quick here. Hey, number 3 and 4. Yeah. And this is beginning to look like the start to a nice tree farm. Alright. Now, am I approaching sundown by any chance? I can't tell. Just the one so far? Yeah, I'm not going to be too picky about it actually at this point. It's still a bit early. Now, I know I'm siting my tree farm in my industrial zone. It's purely temporary. I have a little bit of city layout to do before I can put my tree farm where it truly belongs. In the meantime, set in here and grab, see, 5 dirt, and my pork chops are done. So let's go ahead and smelt the beef, or cook the beef rather, and let's eat some pork. Aha! And now I should start healing in pretty short order. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay out sites for 5 of these trees. 4. Yeah. Alright. Just go ahead and plant the trees as well. The idea being to get both types of trees going. Alright. And now that it's nightfall, I'm going to run over the construction site of my lumber mill, retreat into my house. Not quite done smelting the sand yet, and a few more stakes left to go. But it's nightfall. I demolished my mud hut and built my workshop. This is actually very auspicious. Alright. This has been Skydustria, everybody. Good night. See you next episode. Please rate, comment, and or subscribe.